Well, hi there. It's been a while since I've done a video. Just back here, Jade Masters on the drums. Just doing a video on the practice pad, my Marshmallow. Fantastic device. Encourage everyone to get one actually. Not necessarily a Marshmallow pad, but obviously a practice pad if you're new to drumming. To me, this is like the foundational stuff. And if it's not this, one of these things, a pillow. What I was just playing there, and for today's lesson, is the 4-stroke roll. As I was saying, you can just do it on a pillow. This is fantastic because there's not much give in it, and you actually have to work on your upstrokes. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. Makes you really work on the pillow. And I spent years using a pillow or a cushion because I grew up primarily in little units, so I wasn't fortunate enough to get on the drum kit. But anyway, I've got the practice pad metronome here set to 110. We're just going to go through the 4-stroke roll. So what is the 4-stroke roll? Well, simply put, it's 4 strokes, 4 single strokes. So it's played in triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... So the 4-stroke roll is born out of that. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. So what I got for today, 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 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 4. So just stop it there. I'm accenting the fourth note, I should say. One and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. The other thing I'm doing, as you can see, is I'm alternating hands. A lot of people just learn it like this or practice it this way. But it's one of those rudiments where you can alternate hands, and it's fantastic because you want to be able to, if you're right-handed that is alternate hands. So back to the metronome in eighths. 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. And then what we're going to do is, instead of being on the quarter, we're going to displace it to an eighth note. It can be really quite hard to get down, but it's actually kind of really cool. 2, 3, 4. So we go 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. So we're shifting from being on the quarter, then being on the eighth note. If you go on to the eighth note, you'll finish on an eighth note. 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2 and a 2 and. Sorry, you'll finish on that and. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 2 and. And then we're going to go back to being on the quarter, and I'll do it in 16th notes triplets. 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Again. What you can hear there is I'm on the quarter note. And then what if we do is we we play on the quarter note, eighth notes, and then displace it. And then we're going to come to the 16th notes on the quarter note. And then I'm going to displace it again in 16s. 2, 3, 4. The other thing that works really well is then using the 4-stroke roll and turning that into a 7-stroke roll in triplets. So we're getting da 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 la da la. So 1 and a 2 and ba 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 ba. Yeah. So we're getting that. So we're going da 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 ba 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 ba. So with the metronome at 110, 2, 3, 4. So what you can see there, even with my 7-stroke roll in triplets, I'm alternating hands. It's how I've always learnt my rudiments and how I practice them all the time. I don't just go, I'm always alternating. So whether it's starting with the left, to the 4s, and I find that those two rudiments work really well together. Anyway, I will try and put up a chart of it or some notation. I have been having difficulty with the program I'm using, so apologise. But even if you start on this and then maybe come back to this YouTube post video, and hopefully I'll have it up. That'll break it down from a notation point of view for those of you that are interested in reading and figuring it out or learning it that way. But again, it's just in triplets. Today we've been talking about the 4-stroke roll and the 4-stroke roll going into 7s in triplets, which I find is a fantastic rudiment. Love the 7-stroke roll. And we spoke about just displacing that 4-stroke roll. So instead of starting on a 1, we're starting on an N, finishing on the 1 and a 2 N, but then doing it with the 7-stroke roll as well, or 16s going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you see how we're coming back. We're starting on an N with the 16th and finishing on the quarter note. Again, just different ways of playing it. Get stuck into your rudiments for anyone starting, or even if you've been doing it a long time. They are the cornerstone of drumming, apart from feel, creating a feel. But your rudiments, in my opinion, they're everything. Solos, all sorts of stuff, and I'm going to talk about this in more videos coming forward. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Jade Masters here. Subscribe to my channel, and yeah, until next time, thank you very much.